Multiple people were injured during an altercation last week at Concordia University in Montreal. A group of Jewish students say they had set up a table to raise awareness about hostages held by Hamas, and a pro-Palestinian group had also set up a table nearby. Ora Bar is a student at Concordia, and I spoke with her earlier this morning. Ora Bar is a Jewish student at Concordia University. Ora, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Rosemary, for having me.
Tell me, maybe you can just start by describing the climate on your campus right now, how you're feeling.
The climate right now on campus, I would say, did all show itself in one event this week, but overall, it's very unsettling to be a Jewish student right now, especially because we feel like there's no one to talk to and very little people who were willing to speak up and stand up for us, alongside of us, including the university, speaking out when it was time, against professors who are abusing their podium, students who are being out of line, student groups as well. So unfortunately, it's a very challenging time, and we're receiving things from all sides.
Do you feel safe?
No, this is probably the answer for most Jewish students. I would say you probably heard about a lot of students talk about hiding their Magen David necklaces or kippas being, people getting looked at with their kippas and so on. So this does happen. However, I've experienced this since a very young age, unfortunately, since I immigrated to Canada. So it's something that I've faced for a long time and am unfortunately kind of used to.
We heard obviously of a number of things that happened in Montreal last week, from the Molotov cocktail to shots being fired at a school. That happened again just overnight. I wonder what that kind of thing makes you feel, the violence of some of those, intimidation, whatever you want to call it.
I would say that all of this is very shocking, but not surprising, because we've been blowing the whistle for such a long time. We're at a point where we don't have any more air, but we need to now scream. It's why people didn't act before. It's politics. There's so much to take in, and obviously there's a lot of people taking part in this, and there's sensitivity to demonstrate to everybody. Yeah. However, when Jewish schools and synagogues are targeted, when Jewish students are attacked in school, there is a very clear need to address those actions and to apply the rules on them. And this is something that we don't see happening, and it's very concerning because people used to say the West is next. Now we see the West is now. I really don't want to believe that this is going to happen, because I left my country because of war. And I start having images here that are very upsetting, and I'm sure for many other immigrants.
What would be helpful? Like, obviously, it's a societal response, a collective response, but what would you like to see in terms of help, either from the university or from politicians or anyone?
Yeah, we need dialogue. We need to create spaces for dialogue. We need to see other people as people and open our hearts for the humanity and everybody. This is something that we tried, for example, last year, the president of Concordia tried to reach out to the student, the Palestinian support group on campus, and try to engage in dialogue and have a conversation. And unfortunately, we got no response and even got blocked on all social media. So this is just show that there are attempts at creating conversation, and maybe we need to help. Well, clearly we need help from our caretakers in allowing for this to happen. We need to see more dialogue. And I have to say that what happened at Concordia was really embarrassing, because I'm from Israel. In Israel, I have Arab friends, I have Muslim friends, I have Palestinian friends who we talk with about peace, about dialogue and solutions together. And in Canada, we have such a privilege of being here all together in such a space with important values and educational institutions, that we could use this space for this, and instead people choose hate. And this is very heartbreaking. I hope that people challenge themselves, their thoughts, and see that there's a less extremist perspective that allows well-being for everybody, which includes Jews and Palestinians on the land of Israel.
Ora Bar, thank you. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.